Hi, I'm John Stephenson, and today I'd like to talk to you about the sea of downgrades sweeping the world. This is sovereign downgrades, and this is a big issue. Why is it a big issue? Well, of course, it costs the government far more if their paper, their sovereign credit is downgraded by a rating agency. And we're starting to see wave after wave of it. Started with Iceland, of course, the poster boy for too much debt. And then most recently we had Dubai World telling its bondholders, well, hey, you may just have to wait to get your coupon payment till May of 2010. No other nation really, was as indebted, was as high-flying, from sailboat hotels out in the middle of the ocean, crazy sort of development. Everybody and anybody was going there, and of course they gorged on all kinds of debt, and now they're really having trouble swallowing. And then recently we saw Greece get downgraded, and then Spain. Spain's a great place to go visit. I've spent many months there in my lifetime. But like much of the southern U.S., where house prices got bid up just to irrational levels, same thing happened in Spain, which is predominantly a tourist economy. And you've got very, very high levels of unemployment there. There's really no productivity going on in Spain. It's a very big problem. And so right now, the government is worried the cost of funding their debt is going up. And that can only mean one thing going forward. There is going to be slower growth in most of Western Europe and North America going forward. Why? It's going to cost more for the governments to pay off all these huge debts that they've been racking up. Just enormous debts. But one of the things that's been most interesting is one of the regions in the world, and the New York Times reported on this just this last week, that is growing is China. It is now the #1 market by a 30% margin for automobiles. The same is true for appliances. Yes, in terms of absolute dollar size, the U.S. is still the largest auto market and the largest appliance market, single appliance market in the world. But the fact of the matter is this change has been a long time coming. And you can't stop this freight train. And while we're going to have very slow growth in Western Europe and in North America for the foreseeable future, China's growth is very robust. It'll exit this year, 2009, with at least 8% growth. That's pretty good in my book. And when you consider how fraudulent the statistics are that are used to compile the GDP in America, you can tell that this will be a challenge. But there will be great opportunities for investors. Commodities which are directly linked to industrialization and urbanization, particularly in this fast growing part of the world, are going to do just fine. You can learn more about that in my forthcoming book, The Little Book of Commodity Investing, to be published by John Wiley & Sons in June 2010. Thank you.